Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to dig into one of the most frustrating problems for anyone creating content. You're putting in the work, you're publishing consistently, but when you look at your traffic, it's just crickets from Google.
I mean, does this feel familiar? You're on that content hamster wheel, cranking out posts week after week, but it feels like you're basically invisible? If you're nodding along right now, trust me, you are not the only one.
But here's the good news, and it's really good news. The fix isn't about working harder or publishing even more. No way. It's all about a shift in your strategy. It's time to stop just working hard and, start working smart.
Okay, so let's get right into it. Why is there this huge gap between all the effort you're putting in and the results you're seeing? Let's really break down what Google is actually looking for right now. I absolutely love this analogy from our source material because it is just so true. Showing up is great. It's half the battle. But if you're doing the same easy workout every single day, you're just not going to see those big results. Same goes for your content. So this brings us to the biggest myth that's probably been holding you back. For years, the advice was just more. But listen, the rules of the game have totally changed. We all used to hear that consistency is king. The idea was if you just kept feeding the machine, Google would eventually reward you. Well, that's the old way. The new rule? Quality is emperor. In today's world, one single amazing piece of content can absolutely crush dozens of so-so articles. And this right here is the new gold standard for quality, EEAT. Google needs to see that you have real first-hand experience with your topic, that you've got genuine expertise, that your site is an authority, and most importantly, that people can trust what you say. That's the bar you have to clear now. All right, so now that we know the new standard, let's play doctor. Let's diagnose the specific, often hidden barriers that are actually stopping you from ranking. Our source material points to 7 really common issues that just keep popping up again and again. So let's walk through them because I'm willing to bet at least one of these is going to sound pretty familiar. First up, a classic, strategy and intent mismatch. This can mean you're trying to rank for a keyword that, honestly, you have no chance of ranking for right now because the big guys have it locked down. Or it means you're not giving the user what they actually want. For example, if someone searches best software, they want a review or a comparison, right? Not the history of software development.
Next are the technical gremlins. Your content could be pure genius, but if your page takes more than 3 seconds to load, people are gone. Or maybe you accidentally have a little piece of code, a no index tag, that's literally telling Google, hey, ignore me. These technical roadblocks can make even the best content completely invisible.
Barrier number 4 is all about depth. I mean, this chart says it all, doesn't it? If you're showing up with an 800-word blog post, but your top competitor has a 3,000-word ultimate guide with videos and checklists, you're not even playing in the same league. It's just that simple. Now, barriers 5 and 6 are a lack of authority and no promotion. This quote right here shows you how to solve both at once. This startup didn't just write another blog post. They created something unique, an original survey. And because it was unique, other credible sites linked to it. Those links are like votes of confidence that build your site's reputation, and they don't just happen by magic.
And the final barrier, number 7, is a lack of topical authority. Google wants to rank true experts. So if you're just publishing random articles on different topics, you look like a generalist. But when you create these interconnected clusters of content all around one central theme, you prove you're an expert. And Google absolutely rewards that expertise.
Okay, I know, that might feel like a lot. So the big question is, where on earth do you start without getting totally overwhelmed? Let's just focus on a simple, high-impact 3-step plan to get the ball rolling. Don't try to fix everything at once. Just start here. First, go back and look at your content. Does it really match what a user wants? Be brutally honest. Second, find an old post that's not doing so hot and transform it. Make it the best resource on that topic, period. And third, start thinking bigger. How do your articles connect, and what can you create that's so good other people will feel compelled to link to it? And please remember to be patient with this. SEO is a long game, not an overnight fix. In the first few months, you might just see small wins, ranking for a few less competitive keywords. But as you keep at it, that progress will start to snowball. And after 6 months or a year, you can build real, sustainable authority and traffic that you can actually count on. So there you have it. You've got a diagnosis for why all your hard work hasn't been paying off, and you've got a focused plan to start fixing it. The only question left is, what are you going to tackle first? Which one of these barriers are you going to break down to finally turn all that effort into the results it deserves?